It's Blues Bees for the third time here in Chicago. On our YouTube channel, you can see the other two games where the Blues lead the series 2-0. Can the Bees bounce back and at least take a game here? Speediball, you try to get the ball in between those two cans from either direction for 2 points, or shoot it into either can for 1 point. And right here is Oscar, and he tried to score, however he was tagged. Because he was touched while running the ball without dribbling, that's a tag and an immediate turnover to the other team. As you can see, fair and square right there, Martin tags Oscar right before he's about to get between the two cans. And that's a great example there of a great defensive save there in the sport of Speediball. Now back the other way, and Jackson with a great catch in the middle of the field. And then right here, Martin looked like he scored because he did cross the line with the ball. However, he didn't have full possession of it as he crossed, so that's not a score. Instead, play just continues. Then he shoots and scores, but no, because to shoot the ball in a game of 3v3 Speediball and above, you have to be outside those cones right there, the perimeter around it to shoot. This is just to keep players from just camping out near the cans and just scoring. So that was actually waved off and just like dunking it into the baskets there, or the cans. And then right here on the other end, that's a 2-point liner. Davis scores. Just a great throw and then catch. And the Bees are getting off to a great start here. And as we can see, was that yet another turnover for them? And the camera cut off because, as I've mentioned before, sometimes, you know, camera work isn't the greatest, but hey, so we'll just continue here as now we're gonna see the Blues try to set up the offense and try to respond here, because it's the Bees actually making the noise here early in this game. They have a 2-0 lead. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the sport of Speediball? You could run, throw, catch, dribble the ball. So it's sort of got facets and elements of many major sports. As you can see, this is sort of like a half-court game of basketball right here, but it could also open up and just go up and down the field at a fast break. As we saw it right there, the camera cut off again. However, Davis, after making that score, makes a great steal. And then look at this, they break the press in the, I guess you could say in the backfield there in the back court. And now they're running the other way, are the Bees. However, it looks like on the other side, it was thrown out of bounds. I believe that was Harris. Now here to the other side, oh, it looks like they had a sure thing. The Blues, looks like they had a 2-point liner, no doubt about it. Instead, right there was actually an illegal play by Jackson, because when the ball's on the ground, you have to dribble it. That's one thing I didn't mention yet. And he recovered the ball from the ground, and then he just tried to run without dribbling. Well, that's a penalty, well, not necessarily a penalty, but a violation and a turnover the other way. And right now, you got to think that the Bees are in great shape to possibly win this game, as it's was supposed to be to 7, but it ends up being to 6. And here on the other side, there's yet another tag. I believe that's Barton again. He's got Oscar for the second time out there. Just a great play as Oscar tried to twist right there. He probably should have tried to dribble it. Now, if you catch the ball, and then the other way, Kenyon's gonna score for a 2-point liner for the Blues, and they answer right back. And then look at this. Oh man, look at that. Look at that dribbling out and around. Davis with just some great moves to keep the defender from him. And then the other side, Oscar scores a 2-point liner. And oh, we're going back and forth here. Woo! Look at that. Look at that. He right there, Jackson tries to get him and thought he would get an easy steal right there. And he didn't. Instead, on the other end, Oscar gets away with a little push off and scores the 2-point liner. And we are playing Speediball here. It's back and forth like basketball. It's like full court basketball at this point. And right here, it looks like we're going to try to settle it down. So I'll try to say what I was saying before, which is that if you catch the ball in the air, you can run without dribbling, or you can decide to dribble it like in tight areas and spaces around a defender where you might get tagged if you get touched. And right here, Harris with a great takeaway steal. He does it the right way by dribbling down the field since he got it off the ground. As you can see, there's some intensity, some physical play, contact, and Davis, he's having himself quite the game, and he'll look to, and then right there, yet again, you might have not seen it very well, but it does indeed look look like Martin did get that tag for the third time on Oscar as he was breaking in. That's yet another save from Martin. Oscar just can't get away from this guy today. And it's 4-2 though for the Bees, but the Blues are making all the recent plays. And then here on the other end, is Kenya gonna score again? Yes, he is. He just walks across, and you can see you can score from either side of the line of cans. It's truly a 360-degree sport. And with Davis make yet another good play in this game. He's been making a few here, and I think he tried to shoot that. He tried to shoot a long way out like a Steph Curry, and then you see on the other side there, that was an illegal advance right there for Harris. He did what Jackson did on the other side. He picked up the ball and went, and he looked like he scored, but once again, if the ball's recovered from the ground, you have to dribble it, and you can't score on a dribble. That's another key thing. And then right here, Kenyan's gonna leap through for his third 2-point ladder of the game. Subscribe for more to learn all about Speediball as the Blues win it 6-4. Check out these real statistics compiled from the game. As you can see, the Blues had more individual possessions than the Bees, 25-23. It was key to them winning it 6-4.